for a little bit. All right, hello everybody. We are a little bit late, but we are here because a couple of us were stuck on a little boat that was running out of a battery out in the water. So we're here with my mom, Linda, the cook, Sienna, and Gianna, come around, hurry.
The tasters.
We have all the girls here today.
And they are growing to be cooks.
Yes, everybody's cooking.
Yes, everybody's cooking right now. So, and they've had these cookies since they were very little.
Right. So we're doing S cookies today. And we know a lot of you did the chocolate chip last week, remade them, and they came out great. So we're going to, my mom's going to walk you through the S cookies. And we as little girls remember these by my grandma Cece making them for us when we were little. And a lot of times on our birthday, she would ask us what we wanted, and we'd give her our favorite thing to make, and she'd do them for us.
Who's on? Serena. Hi, Aaliyah. Nini. We've got a lot of people watching today.
Yeah.
I did show this earlier on a video a long time ago, but now I'm going to take you through all the steps because some people didn't get the frosting, some didn't turn out. A little history about this. Dina was saying that as kids, my mother, and her name was Cecilia, all of you that knew her, and she used to make cookies. Oops.
There you go.
She used to make cookies for the kids all the time. They loved them. They asked for them. But even before then, my mother made them for us as children, and I always thought that she made them in the shape of an S because our last name was Spano. That is not true. If you go back in history, the S cookie is an Italian cookie. It was developed, from what I read, in Italy, and it used to be called, or it still is, a biscotti, and they make it a little bit different. Sometimes they don't use butter. They use a light olive oil, and sometimes they don't do what I do with the frosting. They used to put a little kind of an egg glaze on them, but they're a great dunking cookie. Anyway, we're going to get started. I've got everything out I need, and I want you to do it with me so we don't make any mistakes, okay?
All right, so I'm going to lift this up so we can really see what
in
we're
my
doing.
bowl, I have 1 pound of margarine. I'm sorry, this is butter. Sometimes, my mom used to use imperial margarine, but I really like the butter. It gives it, a little nicer flavor. But anyway, so this is the butter. It's softened so that you can mix it. And you see I'm wearing gloves. I'm going to mix everything with my hands today. At home, you could use your little hand mixer, to do this first part if you want to make it a little bit easier. But anyway, I'm going to do this. So to the pound of butter, I am adding 2 cups of sugar. Just throw it in the bowl. To that, I'm adding 2 eggs, and I beat it slightly, but sometimes I don't. I just put the eggs in. I'm going to mix them. And 3/4 cup of milk, and somebody asked, can you use something else? And there are other milks that you can use. This is the one I use, and I think you can use any of them. I put all of that in. I also have a tablespoon of vanilla. Just put it all in. This is the easiest cookie you can make. And it's probably the most favorite of any cookie I've ever made. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to mix that first. That's basically all there is to this part. Okay?
It's easy.
So easy. And see how soft the butter is? So I can mix this so easily with even not using a mixer. We made these at the restaurant all the time, and we have a family restaurant, so there are a lot of kids that come in, and this was the one thing I would bring a crying child or a little kid that was out of control, and it would solve the problem, and parents were grateful. So this is another thing. There's no nuts in here. There's nothing. And it's a favorite.
I have a question. Can you microwave the butter, or does it change what happens?
I don't know if it changes. Just put it in. You don't have to put it in for probably 5 seconds. Or
okay. I always wondered
really
that because
fast.
I've done
it's
that,
really
and I
fast.
thought,
No, I have if I don't take it out early enough to soften it.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe you should put in the comments in case people have questions.
I know.
Do you have any
It's
comments?
hard to see Grandma's in her bowl, so.
And I know Charlie's out there somewhere making cookies with her
there's
mommy.
Naomi.
There's Naomi.
Say hi to Charlie.
Hi, sweetheart. I wish you were here with Grandma. I think we made these one day, though, didn't we? When you were here? Yes, I miss you. I'm waiting till we can get together. Okay, so I've mixed this for a while. And, you know, there's little bits of butter, but it's all going to mix once you put the flour, okay? So I'm going to put flour. Well, I'm going to put this in next. This is the baking powder.
Baking powder.
And I'm going to tell you that one day I made a great mistake. I grabbed the baking soda. You don't want to do that.
Was it salty or bitter?
It was like a rock. You could throw them, the cookies. The baking powder raises the cookie, you know.
Okay.
So you want baking powder. Make sure you read like I didn't one day. Okay, so that's all done. And then the last thing you need are 8 cups of flour.
Woohoo, 8 cups. Let's see how moist it stays.
Yes.
So I know I've already had people ask, Mom, while you're mixing that, is what are some shape options? Because some people have said the S might be a little bit hard. And I said, I do remember Grandma when we were little that she made these and there was just like she made like an eye, I don't know, just a straight line. So you could do that.
You can do anything with this.
You could do a C for coronavirus.
You could do a heart.
That's depressing.
You can do a heart. Well, probably a heart's a little harder. You have to roll this out. It's kind of a delicate cookie.
Can I use cookie
You know,
cutters?
but you could try it. You'd have to roll it though, and I'm not sure. I haven't done it before, but truthfully, I made this for people at the restaurant that, you know, it was for a lot of different things, even funerals that it was a favorite of their parent, and I made them in the shape of their name, but it's a little hard. I just thought we were really special because it was called an S cookie.
I think we should stick with that story.
I thought I was
S
special.
for Spano.
Because my name's
Oh, Sienna.
And Sienna's easy, but we've done J for Joshua and S for Sienna, and we've even tried G for Gianna.
These cookies, wait
Yeah.
till you make them yourself and try them. They are the best cookie to have in the morning with a cup of coffee.
Dunk it.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. I even like them if they're a little overcooked.
They're crunchier.
Yeah.
Now this feels really good. I made a. Oh, there's
Oh,
the
who's
phone.
calling us?
Oh, we've got somebody calling in. Oh my goodness. This feels a lot better. I made a bunch.
Okay, let me
I made
show
a batch before.
What it looks like. And I hope our battery lasts here.
Well, go get the.
I can't plug it in from where we're at.
Oh. Okay.
That looks good.
And when you mix it, see how soft it is? It's great. This turned out nice. I did a batch before just to have something to show you cooked. And the batch was a little drier, but this one is really perfect. So I was really careful with the directions and the amount. Sometimes you get a little heavy-handed when you're putting in flour or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
That looks good.
that looks perfect. Look at that. And it's easy to mix.
And you don't have to refrigerate it or anything. You go right into the
Nope,
forming of
nope.
the cookies next.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my gloves and I'm going to show you what I do because I don't, the rest of the time I want to go
Okay.
with my own hands.
Let's not all show our. Oh, your nails look good right now.
My nails, yes.
My
Because I
nails
got a
are
French.
stubs right now.
I have
Okay.
cows.
Okay, let me show you something that I just tried to do today because the hardest part about this is the S. Everybody can make them, but then they go crazy with the S. So if you take your 2 fingers and you want to make a smaller cookie, you can make different sizes. If you want a smaller cookie, that's about all you need. And if you pinch it, you get what you need. Then you take it and roll it very gently. Okay, I'm going to move you over, girl.
Okay,
just a
you're
little
going to
bit.
need to do this a couple times because this is the
Okay,
tricky
now you
part
see
right
I'm
here.
rolling it, and I'm just rolling it gentle. You see, it gets like that. All right, you're gonna take the top and the bottom. You see my fingers at the top, and you see my fingers at the bottom? Oh, we need a cookie. Would you get me a
A cookie
Yeah,
sheet?
I'm gonna roll that again so you can show it to you again. Okay, I'll show you a big one so it's easier. You roll it like this. This one is so delicate that it's moving more than it would. You see how I have my hands? And you just put it down onto the cookie sheet.
Can they see it? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do another one for you.
All right. She's making
one
this
is
look easy.
this one is so delicate that you may even use
This
a little
part
bit
though,
of
they
flour.
should not get frustrated on because it's all in the dough.
Just
So
take a bunch like this, But it takes a little bit of practice. But just roll it, and I don't squeeze it real hard. I'm very gentle. Okay, you see? Just where you put your fingers, and you put them right on your cookie sheet.
Okay, so there's our S's
Okay, now
coming
if you
along.
want a bigger one, which for the restaurant I always made bigger cookies.
Should we show them what they look like?
I like the
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
one.
I use this shape,
Oh, you did a little okay.
and this is easier if you know you can use a cookie thing. All right, you see how much bigger it is. Okay, I'm going to roll it like this in my hands.
Okay, we're
See
going
how
in
it
for a
is?
close up here.
See how it is? Okay, now watch. 1, 2. You see that?
Are you good at doing those Eagle Scout knots?
Eagle Scout?
Yeah, because that's how they do all these funny things.
Okay,
Okay.
so you go like that, and then you get real fast at it.
I
Once
could
you
see you
learn.
in a window at a bakery shop doing this.
And yes, and you know what? It doesn't matter if they look different, because trust me, when you put them in your oven and you cook them, they're going to come out just perfect. See? All right, I'm going to do one more because
One more
I
and then show the
know-
next.
I know that. All right, I rolled it, and you can make them any size you want.
We should do this in slow-mo, this part. We do a slow-mo next so they see it.
Okay, and then do you see? My thumb is here, and my other finger is there. It's perfect S.
Perfect.
And go right to your.
Okay.
Isn't that perfect?
Yep.
Okay, now
All right,
we're-
go on to the
we're
next
gonna
part.
put
I don't
this-
wanna-
All right, so
I
you
don't wanna
take
lose
these
that.
cookies when you've done all this,
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna put it in your oven at 350. I actually, on my oven, I put it in at 360 because it doesn't seem to cook as fast. But I tell everyone put it in at 350, and then you will give me a minute. I'm gonna have to get this over here. All right, I'm gonna bring this over there.
Okay, so now what? Are you working on the frosting, Mom?
I have the frosting. I'll tell them about the
Okay,
frosting.
she's coming back with the frosting.
I'm coming back with the frosting. I hope I didn't
gonna-
have too much
I'm gonna
chocolate.
try one.
Okay. All right, my daughter's good.
Because she makes it look way, like I'm a normal person now coming in. Okay, so now. Oh, actually, that is easy. Look at I did it.
See?
Oh, okay.
You learned something.
It is
Yeah.
possible.
You have to put it on the cookie sheet.
Huh?
You have to put it on the cookie sheet.
And this is
Oh.
this is harder.
That is easy.
This is harder to do because it's a softer dough today. Okay, can I show them? Yeah. So you're gonna. The
I'm gonna
girls
do
can
one
all
more.
practice.
I didn't know I could do it.
Yeah. See, all this time.
Okay.
No, you have to get the right finger.
Oh. Look at that.
You're going backwards, but that's okay.
It still works though. You know what it is?
Yeah,
It's
there you go.
the consistency of your dough is perfect. That's
It's really good. Okay, now
over there.
after it's cooked, let me get some
12-year-old
cookies.
do it?
Here you
Oh,
go.
can a 12-year-old do it? Okay, let's see.
Okay, girls.
Dad, like.
No. Okay, you're out. Next.
Okay. All right. So
Okay, let me show
I
again.
cooked these cookies prior.
Okay,
See, I do
prior.
2 batches. So these came out, but I think this batch is actually going to come out even better. All right. The frosting is powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar.
Oh, let me show. Okay.
I put a little, a dab of butter. I mean, just,
and this you
small.
can't mess up either. I mean, just
You
taste
can't
right.
mess this in.
You could add a little
Just-
more butter or
You just put powdered sugar. You do it to the amount you think you're going to use. You can make more, or you have a little left over. Powdered sugar, a cube of butter, just small, just like a tablespoon, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and coffee.
So can I say that as a beginner, be very careful with the coffee because you think you're going to pour a lot because you have it like a whole bowl of powdered sugar. You don't. You just need a tiny bit of coffee and then play with it and add in as you
See
as
the
you go.
consistency? That's what you want. And if you let it sit, it will harden, and you'll have to add a little more coffee. Okay, so that's all it is. And then this is the last trick.
Dip.
And I just put them down on the paper. Now, like I said, I guess a lot of the Italian
sorry.
S cookies have a different frosting, but my mom always used this,
Oh, this looks so good.
and we loved it. And like I said, the kids, this is their favorite. They used to ask for this instead of presents from my mom. That's how much. So the kids are trying it over on my left hand.
Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around so
Okay,
it'll
and
be easier
the
here.
last thing I do when I've done this is I sprinkle it.
Don't those look good?
Sprinkle on there
cinnamon.
Cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, don't use it.
All right, Mom, have you ever put any food coloring into that for like a holiday to make it like a color?
If you wanted to, I would probably use milk instead of coffee. You can use
really?
milk in the frosting instead of coffee because the coffee makes it.
A brown, like a
Beige in
beige.
color.
Oh, okay.
Can I?
You want to try frosting? Okay.
Okay, so just like dip it in.
You're gonna just dip it in. Just dip it because you don't want too much. All right, shake it off a little bit. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, turn it over.
Ooh, those are looking
Of course,
so
you wanna
good.
Try one, Gianna? Go get a cookie over there. She's a cook though. Gianna bakes. Gianna bakes all the time.
Okay, what
She's
about
got more in the
freezing?
kitchen than I do, huh?
Can you freeze these cookies? Can you freeze the dough after you make it?
You buy a lot of dough that's frozen, so I think you could freeze this. I've never tried it because we always eat it. But,
Yeah.
You know, okay, put it down. And then do you like cinnamon?
Yes.
Okay, then you may use cinnamon.
So when they had their restaurant too, they made hundreds of these, and they'd have them already in bags for people to take home.
I used to triple this recipe, and I'd make a couple hundred.
Mm-hmm.
And I still am doing it, but now with the clothes we're not.
Yeah.
But I loved it because when the kids came in the restaurant, I could go and get them one, and they just were thrilled. So.
How long does it usually take for the frosting to dry?
The frosting, it depends on how thick you make it. This is a little thinner today, but I just used to put them out for probably 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, so they get really dry.
Try to flip us around real quick.
You know, how are you doing, Charlie? Are you getting your
Let's
cookies?
see. We have a lot of people watching. Let me get our comments.
Any questions? Carol Baker wanted to know
Put your
about the milk.
questions. And the last week when my mom made her chocolate chip cookie recipe, we had Danny McIlvain posted hers, and Janie Cashy posted pictures of her chocolate chips.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really fun for us to see how yours came out. So please post your finished product in the comment section so my mom can see how yours came out, and then you can answer any questions that they have.
I think I covered most of it this time. I know I left out frosting, and I wanted to see them with the cookies.
Should we put
finished.
do you want to put what the frosting part is in the comments? We didn't do that, right, in the recipe?
I think you might have, but it's just powdered sugar, a tiny cube of butter, vanilla,
I'm sorry.
and I use coffee, but you could use something else. You could use milk, in the frosting.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the Italians used to do, like I said, an egg wash, but it was called a biscotti. And my mom used to do the long ones that you remember.
Oh, yeah.
And she used to put a seed on top.
Okay. Yeah, I like these better.
I don't know.
But
This is the American version, but her mother made it, my mom made it, I made it, my kids are making it, and my grandkids are going to learn it. And
she has to
so
rewatch
I think
all of
we're
them.
really,
Oh yeah, Wendy,
Who
go
is
and
that?
rewatch the videos. They're all really great, the cookie recipes, and we did bread. So I don't know, Mom, do you have any ideas of what you want to try next?
I want to try a vegetable dish.
Oh, that's right, vegetable.
We are having a hard time in Oxnard, if anybody's listening. Our Vons and the stores around us will not bring in endive. And endive has a long stem, but it's kind of lacy looking.
Oh, I just thought of another one.
What?
That carducci.
Carduni.
Oh, carduni. Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, but you can't. You
That's
only
a
can
hard
find that at Christmas at the
That's a
Italian
hard one.
stores. But,
Okay.
but I want an endive dish that has beans in it.
Lima beans?
No.
Red beans?
The red beans, the
Yeah,
kidney beans.
kidney beans.
Kidney beans and pasta, and it's cooked in one pot. You put the pasta in raw. All of it cooks together, and you serve it with cheese, and it's yummy.
really
But
good.
I think I'm going to have to buy the whole case from Vons for them to bring it in, because nobody here knows about it.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Anyway, if you
Okay.
have any requests, just send them along.
All
I
right,
have
everybody
nothing
come on
else
and say
to do
goodbye.
right now. Goodbye, Charlie.
everybody.
Goodbye,
Thanks for
goodbye,
joining
Carol
us.
and Lucia and Netta. If you're on, course, you know how to make it, but anyway, it's always fun to see what we look like after 6
And we're
weeks.
staying 6 feet apart.
Yeah, these are 6 feet.
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.